Today is May the 2nd. It is 10:03 a.m. My name is Sharon Bibb. I live at 19150 Walden Place in Clinton Township, Michigan. I've lived here for a year and a half. I'm making these recordings to prove that this is how my house is supposed to normally sound. I'm talking low because I have neighbors who seem to focus and concentrate a lot on me and my habits and behaviors and routines so that they can figure out a way to attack me. Now I'm using 4 different devices, recording at the same time for a reason. I'm recording at the same time because I'm trying to show that each one of these devices picks up sound differently, but they still pick up the same exact sound, just at a different tone. But I have found 2 things that are effective. My upstairs neighbor supposedly is hard of hearing, deaf. He's getting assistance from other people on the property. And it's not just him. I kept trying to figure out why I kept hearing knocking coming off of my bedroom wall where the foot of my bed is. And it's because that's where the apartment directly behind my apartment, my bedroom, that's on the side where my bedroom is, have been working with Michael Qualis and his girlfriend, or whoever she is, and a gentleman who lived next door to me. The 2 guys that live next door to me. I don't know why it's being done. And I can't prove. I can prove that it's coming from the building. It's disturbing my peace and my privacy. That there are neighbors involved. And the main neighbor that I seem to have the most conflict with is the issue. Him and his girlfriend. I can't prove, with the exception of the video that I put on this phone, that the knocking was coming from the apartment where my bedroom is. When I get up to go to the bathroom and go in to use the restroom, the moment they hear me relieving myself, one of them flushed their toilet. Excuse me, I need to turn that off. somehow or another, they manage to set off as often as they can throughout the night, turning on water to run throughout the facility, throughout the apartment complex, just on and off in the bedroom area and the bathroom area, because the bedroom is right next to the bathroom, and we have a sink in our bedroom, an actual full sink in our bedroom. So there's a lot of that. There's a lot of speakers and subwoofers. And then I noticed last night that they were using something to try to track to see if I had recording device. It kept picking up feedback and making a loud pitch sound as if two mics were put close to each other. So I made sure to document that. Somehow or another, they find a way to either cause the heat to come on rapidly for long periods. When I first moved in, they were doing it often. And I documented and documented and documented. I put it on YouTube. I still have some SD cards and videos. And this also happened to me when I was in Connecticut. So I figured if I moved to Michigan with my daughter, it'll be better. I'll be safe. It won't continue to happen. I have documentation on this phone right here. My main phone, showing what everything was like when I first moved in. And then on my YouTube pages, it talks about how my neighbors disturb me at night. I make a lot of videos. I also have videos from when I was staying in the hotel, how they would track me and do the same thing to me at the hotels, but I couldn't prove it when I was there. And whenever I did come up with proof, somehow or another, it would get magically erased, or the sound would not come out. So I'm being very careful. So these are my last few recordings, and I'm hoping to be able to get some type of legal assistance and reparations and restitution for everything that I've been through, because it's not right. I don't bother anybody. I don't do anything to anyone. I mind my business. I stay to myself. I'm a calm, polite, respectful person until I'm driven to a point where it just messes with me mentally. Now on Thursday morning, Wednesday or Thursday morning, they shook my bed so hard and had me jump up out of my bed so hard that I ended up going live on TikTok and being upset about it. And they stopped because they didn't, that's at one point they realized that I was actually talking to somebody, a friend of mine on TikTok, and explaining to them what I was going through. And I even opened up the mic so that they can hear, and they heard it. And I said, "Peace, do you hear this?" And he said, "Yeah, I hear it." I said, "Okay." I just wanted to make sure I wasn't bugging. They stalked me on my social media accounts. And it's just like, it's nonstop. And these are people I don't know. I've never done anything to. but this is how my home should sound. Peaceful. Restful. Not chaotic. Because I know that chaos and confusion is of the devil. We ain't doing that over here. I'm requesting help. I'm pleading. I'm fighting for my mental stability and my physical health and my financial stability and health, because it costs me something every time they attack me and I try to defend myself in this mannerism. Okay, I think that's enough. So, I'm gonna end this now. Thank you for taking the time to watch and listen to my documentation of what has taken place inside my home. God bless.